What if I told you that you could start cleaning your arteries with, like, your very next meal? Seriously, today we're going to dive into 5 surprisingly common foods that can make a massive difference for your heart health. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, forget the pharmacy for a second. Let's just take a look inside your kitchen pantry. The secret to better blood flow, to cleaner arteries, it might just be hiding in plain sight. We're about to unpack 5 total powerhouse foods that can help protect your cardiovascular system, and we're starting right now.
Okay, so let's be real. With our modern lifestyles, it's just so easy for our arteries to take a hit. And over time, the sticky stuff called plaque can gradually and silently build up inside. And what it does is narrow those super important pathways that carry blood all through our bodies.
And when that plaque hardens, well, that leads to a condition called atherosclerosis. And look, this is serious stuff. It really dramatically increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. But, and this is a big but, the good news is we can absolutely fight back with what we put on our plates.
So the easiest way to think about this is like a little story playing out inside your arteries, okay? You've got your bad LDL cholesterol. That's the villain, right? It's the one building up all that dangerous plaque. But then you have the good HDL cholesterol. That's our hero. It literally swoops in to help clear the villain out. Our whole goal then is to eat in a way that supports our hero.
All right, so let's build our hero a toolkit, shall we? Here are 5 absolutely incredible foods that can help you turn the tide in this fight for your heart.
First up is a breakfast champion you probably already know, oats. And I want you to think of them as your own personal cholesterol sponge. Seriously, that's what they do. They are just remarkably effective at soaking up all that bad stuff.
So, where does this magic come from? Well, it's a special compound in oats called beta-glucan. It's this really unique type of soluble fiber that literally latches onto our villain, that LDL cholesterol, and helps escort it right out of your body. So you're directly reducing the raw material that plaque needs to form, while all the other great fibers in there get to work keeping your whole system running smoothly. It's a win-win.
And here's a really important pro tip for you. To get the biggest bang for your buck, you've got to choose whole rolled oats or steel-cut oats. The less processed they are, the more powerful that beta-glucan is. So skip the instant packets if you can.
Okay, so soaking up cholesterol is one huge piece of the puzzle. But what about fighting inflammation? For that, let's turn to our next food, Moringa. You guys, this stuff is a nutritional goldmine for your entire vascular system.
Here's how Moringa delivers this incredible 1-2 punch for your arteries. First, it's packed with something called quercetin, which fights off the inflammation that can damage your vessel walls and make them all stiff. Then, at the same time, its other bioactive compounds are actively helping boost our hero, the good HDL cholesterol, so you're improving the entire balance in your system.
And you know what's great about Moringa? It's so versatile. You can toss a spoonful of the powder into a smoothie, you can brew it as a tea, or you can even cook with the fresh leaves. It's just incredibly easy to get into your diet.
All right, so we've covered fiber and anti-inflammatories. Now let's talk about healthy fats. Our third food is a true powerhouse, especially for plant-based heart health, walnuts. I mean, these things are just absolutely loaded with those amazing omega-3 fatty acids.
Their secret weapon? It's a specific type of omega-3 called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA for short. And get this, it's a triple threat. It tackles bad cholesterol, it fights inflammation, and it helps lower blood pressure. It is a true multitasker for your entire circulatory system.
Now, one quick thing on walnuts, moderation is really key here. They're super nutrient dense, but they're also calorie rich. So a small handful a day, that's the sweet spot. It's the perfect amount to get all those benefits without, overdoing it.
Okay, you ready to add a little spice to this toolkit? Our fourth food is fenugreek, which you might also know as mephi. And let me tell you, it does way more than just add flavor to your food. I want you to think of it as a spiced cleanser for your arteries.
The compounds packed inside these little fenugreek seeds are incredibly potent. I mean, studies have shown that can have a really dramatic effect not just on lowering your overall cholesterol, but on improving your entire lipid profile. And that's basically the crucial balance of all the different fats floating around in your blood.
And you won't believe how simple it is to get this into your routine. All you do is soak a spoonful of the seeds in water overnight. First thing in the morning, drink the water and chew the seeds. That's it. It's such a simple ritual, but it has a really powerful impact.
All right. Our fifth and final food,
let's talk about something that so many of us just push to the side of our plate. I'm talking about curry leaves. And I am here today to tell you, these are not just a garnish. They are a straight-up antioxidant powerhouse. I mean, just look at everything they do. They've got this compound called camphorol that tackles inflammation and actually slows down plaque buildup. On top of that, their unique blend of antioxidants helps stop cholesterol from oxidizing, which is a really key step in how plaque forms in the first place. All of this just works to improve your overall blood flow. So the most important takeaway here, the big pro tip, is that you have to actually eat them. Please don't just leave them on the side of the plate. Blend them into fresh chutneys, toss them into soups, or mix them right into all your cooked foods. That's how you get all those amazing therapeutic benefits. So there you have it. We've just assembled an incredible toolkit. Now let's talk about the most important part, turning all this knowledge into action. Let's figure out your first simple step.
Okay, let's do a quick recap of your brand new artery cleansing toolkit. We've got oats, moringa, walnuts, fenugreek, and curry leaves. You know, when you see them all listed together like that, you realize these aren't some weird, exotic ingredients. They're powerful, accessible tools for your health, and you can probably find them all right now at your local grocery store.
And please remember, you do not need to do some drastic, crazy overhaul of your diet. Just starting to weave these foods into your daily routine is such an accessible and delicious and incredibly powerful way to protect your heart for the long haul.
And that brings us to our final and maybe the most important question of all. Looking at this list, which one of these amazing artery-cleansing foods are you going to try adding to your diet first? Think about it, because one small change today could be the start of a really fantastic journey for your heart.